Conquerors, Warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm Bijan. Got my superstar producer, big time Bijan Kelly.
Bling, blow. What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm
Is
good.
my audio good?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty good.
All right. That's a
Yeah, it's pretty
first.
good. How about mine?
Yeah, yours is really good. Clear.
Good, good, good. How's your day?
My day was good. My day was really
Cool.
good. Weekends over, back to work Mondays. But other than that, good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you gotta thank God, man, for back to work.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we
That's a good
gotta.
perspective. That's a good way to
Yeah,
look at it.
you have to look at it that way, man. Um, yeah, I've been doing a lot of self reflecting myself, just about different things, man. You find a lot of time, man, when you um different things, you work alone, you live alone, you have a lot of time to yourself. You really have a lot of time to reflect to yourself, because you all you got. When you have, like I said, when you live alone, you work alone, because most people interact with other people when they at work.
Yeah.
Most people interact with other people when they are at home, and they have family around and stuff like that. So
I
when you
agree.
don't have that, you have a lot of time, man, to reflect on life, things, um, projects, finances, so on and so forth. You have to take that energy and use it for good, And
Hmm.
so, yeah,
You've been
yeah,
so you've been doing a lot of thinking. You
man, I've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of productive thinking,
yeah.
um, a lot of productive thinking, a lot of problem solving, a lot of patience. It teaches you to have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Because you have those are some of the things you have to have, man. Um, and I was having a conversation with a young cat not too long ago, and the conversation went like this.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Y'all be getting into it with my baby mama. Yeah, man. Next time I see that dude, I already told him he already know it's on. Yeah, man. I'm just I just sometimes just I get high, I drink, and I'm sitting here and I'm listening, man. And I say young, but really not that young. But this is for all the young cats, man. When I sat there and I listened to conversation like that, BJ,
Yeah.
I'm at a point to where I be like, what is this brother talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? And so we all know people like
Do,
that. So
do
go
you
ahead.
mean what is he talking about? Like, why is he focused on that? Like,
Why is this his conversation?
right. Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Right.
And until this is where I'm getting at. I know I'm going a long way around, but until young fellas get to where that's not part of their conversation, getting into it with their baby mama,
Yeah.
getting into it with another dude, always something going on at work, how everybody getting on his nerves. Until you get to the point to where that's no longer your conversation, man, you're gonna stay where you at. And this is all about growth. You know what I'm saying?
Growth.
Because,
Yeah.
like I said, I mean, I remember years back, man, having that type of dialogue when I talk to somebody.
Yeah. Being at a certain age, right? But are you saying that he was too old? He should have been past that. He should have
Mm.
had more growth by that time.
Not only am I saying he was too old, but it made me think about, damn, listening to that conversation.
Yeah.
Out of this whole conversation, me and him had, there was nothing really positive in there.
Yeah.
Nothing was positive in there, man. And so it made me think about that. And I'm just like, until young fellas stop having that type of dialogue with people, when they walk up to them, when they ain't seen them in a while, when they whatever, until you stop having that type of negative dialogue, you're not gonna, nothing's gonna, you're not gonna grow at all.
Yeah.
You're too busy thinking about that crap. You feel me?
Yeah, like if that's the first thing that he wants to talk about,
That
that's the
was his
first
only
thing.
thing.
It's the only thing, you know. I get what you're saying. I get
You
what
see
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying?
Because when I'm in conversations with people, I find it hard to have small talk at all, really, because most small talk isn't about anything. So it's tough for me to just kind of talk about whatever. And so even less so if the small talk is about some negativity or
Some
some drama
foolishness.
that I know I wouldn't even be in myself. So
Mm.
it's almost even less relevant
Yeah.
to me. Now
Yeah.
there's someone out there that's there for that
Right.
conversation and they'll
Right.
have a whole story to
Yeah.
to compete with it and they can go back and
Right.
forth and sit
They
in their
go back and
misery.
forth. Yeah.
But yeah, like I get you. I'm not that person. I'm not trying
Right.
to sit there and you tell me about, oh, my baby mama this and oh, I was drinking and oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and oh man, jail and oh, blah blah blah, fight. And it's like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
ah,
You right there. So you see exactly what I'm talking about.
yeah,
And until you, as young men, as men, period, young men, older men, whatever, until you get to the point to where your conversation ain't about the drama with you between you and your gal.
yeah,
I'm gonna switch it up until you get to the point to where if every time you ran into your cousin or somebody close to you, a good friend, and
mm-hmm,
all you got to talk about is the drama between you and your gal,
mm-hmm,
that you need to do something else. And same with the ladies. Is every time you talk to your sister or your girlfriend, and your conversation is all about what drama you got going on, bro. You got to get out of that, man. You got to get out of that. It's almost like every weekend for the last month, it's been a funeral. People my age, man, you know, some in poor health, some was in good health, and health just deteriorated for over the years for whatever reason. Um,
damn, man.
yeah, yeah. So it's stuff like that, man. That you have to put in perspective, man, and see what's important and what's not. And if that's all the conversation you have, then you need to change something about it.
So on a side note, kind of not side note, but like drilling into what you just said. Um, are you saying like in your personal circle, there's been a lot of like funerals lately, like
Yeah, in my personal circle, I've known people, not close knit circle. I've
yeah,
had
but
one that was family, a couple weeks ago, but just people around me that know people who I'm going to a funeral. So and so died. Did you know so and so? You remember so and so? They died. Did you know so and so was sick? You know,
how
and
are
like,
how are you feeling about that? How's that? You know,
what, man,
how's your
saddens
mindset?
me. It saddens me, especially yeah, it saddens me because I know a lot of illnesses and stuff, man, is mental,
Yeah,
and it breaks the body down because you mentally not healthy.
yeah,
You dig what I'm saying? And I know if people get out of certain situations, don't spend a lot of time, even not even and I'm talking about diet as well. You know what I'm saying? You have to change some things about you when your conversation is always how you ain't got no energy,
mm-hmm,
or you so tired, or or I'm sick,
mm-hmm,
or I've been sick last week. Something you putting in your body or not putting in your body is the reason why you not feeling well. The
right,
reason why you don't have energy. The reason why you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's something you putting in your body, man, or not putting in your body. So, things like that you have to think about. You know what I mean? if that's the only conversation, if every time you see somebody or talk to somebody and I'm just getting over something,
Mm-hmm.
you start saying the damn. Or I'm gonna take it even further, a step further. Yeah, man, I gotta take my pills. Hell, you taking pills for? Now you gotta take pills to cope. What's going on with you? Is what and 9 times out of 10, what's going on with you is because of diet. It's
Mm-hmm.
because of diet and lack of exercise, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I hear a little frustration. I hear some frustration in your voice. I hear some frustration
Yeah.
for sure. Like, why can't people really just take better care of themselves? Why
All it
can't,
the whole way around.
why can't people see a problem and focus on solving that problem instead of
Yeah.
burying it,
Continue.
putting it in the closet, putting it off? Oh, I'm fine. Oh, that'll be okay. Let's just keep going, and then it all piles up, or turns
Yeah.
into, now you're taking pills, now this, now that,
Right.
now excuse, or excuse turned into real life consequence, because that happens. Yeah.
Bro, it saddens me, man. And
Mhm.
I'm not, trust me, I'm guilty of probably not getting enough rest. I'm guilty of probably not getting enough rest, doing a lot, ripping and running. But I put stuff in my body and I don't put stuff in my body to help that along.
Right.
You know, try to, exercise to keep my heart going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just wish the people around me, the people I love and the people that I don't even know, you know, would yeah, would try that, man, and see how it works. All the way from mentally,
Yeah.
I can't, my dude make me sick. And he literally making you sick,
Literally. Right.
literally for the stuff
After
he's doing or the stuff he's
after
not doing,
decades. Yeah.
making you
Yeah.
sick. If your
Yeah.
dude is making you sick, man, let him make it.
Mm-hmm.
Let him make it. Don't allow the dude to make you sick to, now you don't even want to get out of bed.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. um i I hear you,
Mm.
man. I think all of us want to continue. I think all of us want to see something through, want
Mm-hmm.
to see it to the end,
Right.
but a lot less of us are thinking like that, like what you're talking about. Like, well, maybe if I just change my diet a little here, do a little more exercise here, I can go a little longer. Or if I have a great lifestyle, I can go a lot longer. But
Or
yeah.
if I just change what I'm doing, maybe I can get off of these pills I'm taking.
Yeah.
Maybe I can lower my blood pressure
Yeah.
that way by
Yeah.
making my heart stronger. Maybe I can reverse these diabetes by not eating so much grease and so much sugar.
You know what you just said, I don't think I hear that message a lot. I mean, I hear the message of, stay healthy. I hear the message of, read books, mental health, physical health. I don't necessarily hear it in the voice of how you're saying it, of um and if I could summarize this, please grant me the energy to summarize this. I feel like your voice, the way you're saying it, is more of a plea for self, a plea for just being attentive to yourself. Because people pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to everything else, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, not their selves. And we're not talking like financially, or like, selfish. We're talking self as in longevity, as in life. you know
Mm.
if you have so many things on your plate and you mentally can't think straight, focusing on taking those things off your plate.
Right.
If you have so many things physically ailing you and you can't move, you can't get up, you got cramps, you got aches, focusing on just making that change to just make that a little better. And
Yeah.
then starting there. But it seems like, yeah, I think I kind of get what you're saying. If
Mm.
this is what you're saying, is that
Yeah.
people just live too much in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and don't really think of
That's it.
yeah, there.
And they just keep going till it's too late.
Right. Right.
Whatever reason, whether it be mentally with relationships or whether it be physically with your health. You see it, you see the signs, you see he make you sick.
Mm-hmm.
You see, damn, I can't stand her. I hate coming home. You see all that early
Yeah.
on, but you just stay in it, and then eventually you resent him. He resents you. Everybody, the house is a mess. Everybody hate each other. Or physically, you start being more fatigued than you always have. I don't know what's going on with me. Or you started getting you get sick easier than you did 5 years ago. You know, like damn, I usually never get sick. This hurt now, that hurt now. Which older age comes with it, but you have to you have to work on it. But like what you said, once you see it, start trying to do something about it. Start trying to do something about it to because you got a lot more stuff this going on, a lot more living to do, stuff like that, man. I just with the like I said, with the funerals around me and things going on, I just one of them things I had to come on and say, and hopefully somebody see it, hear it, and maybe
Well,
make a change.
let's say somebody, real quick. Let's say somebody only saw a minute of this. This minute of it. I mean, how would you sum that up? Like, if you had to put that as a a stamp,
Hey
as a
man,
T-shirt.
self love. Like you said earlier, you got to love yourself first before you can do love anybody else. You got to do for yourself first before you can do for anybody else. If you're not right, you can't do crap for your kids, your grandkids, your dude, your gal. Can't do nothing. So until you get right mentally, because if you come in the house mentally and you broke, you breaking everybody in the house. If
Mhm.
you physically broke down, you can't help nobody else. You're not even woke to help your kid with homework. You're not even woke to have sex with your husband. You're not even woke to do some things for your wife that she needs you to do around the house because you so broke down and tired. You got to take care of yourself first. Straight like that. No chasing. Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Yeah. What's up, the lovely project? What's up with Cub? Cause I thought you come by the spot a couple weeks ago when Darren had a little thing, man. It stood me up, man. Stood me
What's
up.
going on? Hey, is Miss Houston's open right now?
Full force, baby.
Okay, okay,
Full
okay.
force. And it's going down.
All right.
It is going down, man. It's going down. So yeah. Now, I had a um once upon a time, like I'm saying, three bath story. Uh, uh this lady told me that just having a general conversation. She was saying how much she was in love with her guy at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Check this out, man. Check this out. He broke up with her, and she was just talking about it. And I said, "Well, what happened?" And so she was like, "Well, I mean, he just said he didn't think we worked together. We was a good fit. They ain't have nothing going on. They had no infidelity, none of that. The dude just said, "Hey, we not a good fit, man. We don't. It doesn't work betwixt us. I mean, we cool. I'm cool. You can still be cool, but yeah." So I said, "Well, what was he talking about?" She gave me two specifics that I said, "You got to be joking." First one, she said, "I could be in the kitchen cooking, and he want to come in there and be feeling all on me."
Okay.
I said, "What you said?" I said, "Okay." She said, "No." I said, what are you talking about?" "No, I don't want all. I mean, I'm trying to cook. I don't need you feeling all on me while I'm cooking." I said, well, what you mean feeling on you? It really didn't matter. But I said, what you mean? She said, I mean, he, you know, come in there and grab my ass or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. She had a major problem with that, bro. A major problem with that. Where she would tell her guy, stop. Don't do that. I don't want you doing. Don't be touching me like that. But she
But
said
she's into him.
she's into him.
Oh,
Yeah.
because that's the first thing I thought of. That obviously I thought she must not be into him.
No, she was into him. Hold on a minute. This cat working on my house, man. Let me grab it right quick.
No, that sounds kind of crazy though.
Well, little bro.
While he's on the phone, I'm gonna go ahead and mute him so no one can hear his conversation. But yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. I'm gonna pause the conversation. What's up, everybody? While we wait for Vince, he's on the phone right now. Hey, we do what we want on this show. You said you're on. I mean, why wouldn't you? Right? Heck, dang. I don't know. What do you all right, y'all that are watching right now, since we're waiting for Vince to come back, what do you think is the reason why she wouldn't want her husband coming like in the kitchen, you know, grab her ass or something while she's cooking? Like what reason do y'all think?
All right, yeah, that's big. All right, come on back now. Don't bull jive me. All right, man. Appreciate it. Yep.
What reason do y'all think she would have?
Okay, brother. Let me get some work done at the daycare.
All right.
Yeah, man. So, yeah. So she said that irked her.
Yeah.
That irked her. Second thing was, he used to ask her to wear sexier underwear. Can you wear a thong for me?
Communication.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
she told me he would ask her, hey, can you do that? Can you wear a thong for me?
Yeah.
And she would tell him, I don't like that up my ass like that. So I'm like, well, you couldn't just do it for him, you know, for just maybe at the house or something. Well, no, I don't want to do
that. She's a funny one. I like her.
bro.
That's funny.
I was just like I was blown away by the conversation, and she was serious about it, adamant about it, and he said, "To hell with you."
Do you? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think that's childish of her, or do you think that is, you know, just like,
Bro, I think
within
that
her right, of course. Just
no. I think when it comes to your gal or when it comes to your guy, and you claim you dig this person, there is you make sacrifices for them. If that's something you don't typically do, and it doesn't hurt you, you make sacrifice for that. So I think because you have a lot of people that just stuck in their ways, man, and they just refuse to bend for anybody. And I think that was her situation.
gotta have a little bend. I mean, that didn't sound too far, but maybe she grew up very conservative. Do you know anything about that? Maybe she grew up. No.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, I have no idea. But still, when you meet somebody, if you want to hold on to them, and she clearly let me know, yeah, she hated that. You know, she didn't want that to end because I think they were more than just you know, they was good together. She said, but she just wouldn't bend on that. So dude was like, and you know what? And this is the thing. See, what a lot of ladies don't realize, men don't really trip on. They trip more on you not willing to do it for them.
Now
For
that's a
us.
big thing. Yeah, that no. You know,
Right.
it's one thing if we communicate, if you that even that feels like participation. If you come
Mhm.
back with another idea, I feel like this. I mean, maybe it's just me, but if it's not just a straight up no, and it's like, hey, let's work something out, that I might be okay with that. But
Me
just
too.
no, just no,
Right. Me
no,
too. I'm with you.
no.
And I'm a pretty strong, hey, now you ain't gonna do this for me type of person.
Hmm.
But I was okay. Well, listen, can you but on the feeling on you shit, that's no room. There's no room for that. There's no room for that.
That is strange. That is strange. But that's why I would think maybe she grew up conservative. But if she didn't,
I
and
don't
she
know.
like, if you're a grown person who has sex and you're American, I'm talking American. I'm not talking you're, Muslim or something. Even though they're probably grabbing ass over there too.
Mhm.
I'm just saying. Uh I don't see the problem unless you just really, I don't know, maybe. And she had no religious restriction on it. It was just
If
no.
she didn't tell me.
Oh, okay.
She just, I don't like being felt on. I don't like that. I don't like somebody feeling on me when I'm trying to cook and stuff.
Oh, she didn't feel like it was welcomed.
Which I guess she didn't want it.
I
She
guess
didn't
it
want it.
wasn't welcome.
It wasn't welcome. And he just felt like this is my lady. This looks good to me. Let
Yeah,
me grab a handful of it.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was innocent. I
You think
mean,
she'd be upset if he just randomly kissed
you would have to think so if she's
her? Yeah,
upset about
right,
them being in their home and this guy wanting to feel on his lady when he go past her in the
right,
kitchen.
right.
And that's baffled me, man. And I want to that conversation was like, wow. Um, Roger said she don't need no drawers on hell. He said, Roger said, I'm gonna always squeeze that ass.
Mm-mm-mm.
The lovely said sometimes some women don't want your affection and to always be sexual. Um,
I hear you. Hmm.
the lovely also saying sometimes when a woman doesn't feel sexy or confident, she doesn't want to be touched. Well, that sounds like some personal crap to me.
Hmm.
To me,
Hmm.
but I'm a guy, so to me, I think that's a flattering compliment.
Yeah. Okay. So, man. All right. Let me just draw a line in the sand. If she has no religious restriction, no cultural restriction, no like trauma from her past, and is just a pure opinion and pure preference based on, I don't know, nothing too serious, that she just doesn't want her man to, like, man, I feel like, man.
Now, see everything you're naming, it, I could give a doggone about because if you have these type of hangups, you really don't need to be with anybody. You need to be
Yeah.
like you need to till you get that like what we talked about earlier. Till you get that figured out, you need to stay by yourself because
Hmm.
you don't want to bring that hurt, that trauma, like what you're talking about, like even a religious thing. If you got a
Hmm.
religious thing, before you even commit to somebody, you need to be, hey, my religious views won't allow us to really have that type of affection. Like you can't be groping me, you can't be feeling on me, stuff like
You know what? Every time I try and finish the sentence, it gets stopped because it feels weird to say. So I'm gonna take her side.
that. You just as crazy as hell as she is then.
Look, I mean, okay, think about like a church going woman, and not the ones that are like, well, church at church, and home at home. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about where church follows them everywhere, and so they ain't, they're wearing long gowns and everything. They're covering up even at home, even going to sleep. It's
Mhm.
very, very conservative. And now let's take her out of church and just imagine for a second that there's people out of church that are that same way. Probably a lot
Mhm.
less, but still existent. I mean, who are we to say that, their opinion is wrong? She just doesn't want to have
and
her
and
ass grabbed, I
and
guess.
that's why my man said, okay,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna let somebody else deal with that. I'm out of here.
which is fair. And I guess she didn't agree with that, huh? She was like,
Nah, she
well,
didn't. No, she didn't want to. She didn't want that.
yeah,
You know, he
but she
was a
wasn't
good,
gonna change.
cool. He was a cool guy, but
Yeah,
no, she just wasn't. She just wasn't willing to. I mean, and I'm pretty sure um, they probably have back and forth about it several times.
right,
I don't just think she did it one time and he was like, "Man, I'm out of here." I'm
right,
pretty sure
right.
they danced back and forth about it for probably who knows
For him to
year,
leave, she had to be rejecting him on more than just that.
probably,
And
probably,
constant rejection. Like, no, 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 that's too much.
yeah.
No, it's
No,
like,
not
okay,
tonight. No, I don't feel like it.
yeah,
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're
yeah.
right. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you're probably right on that too.
Sheesh. And then she's just telling you, this bit,
That
but
bit,
in reality, he's playing his favorite music. She's like, no, turn that off. I don't
mhm,
want. It's too loud. I don't like
yeah.
that.
Why you got
Oh,
these candles on?
yeah. Uh, oh my gosh! Why you always cook steak with so much salt? I don't even want it. I don't even want steak.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The letter said to a woman coming up behind you with a kiss is more intimate than walking up behind her and grabbing her ass. That feels like you're being groped to some women. To your guy? That is unbelievable. And she didn't say it, but he probably did lean in with a kiss on the neck or something. He just grabbed a handful of ass. You know,
Uh,
he'll take this with you.
al-
You know what I
along
mean?
with it.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Bradley
Yeah.
said if that's her husband, she's gonna be a freak. If that's her husband, she's gonna be a freak. Hmm.
Not everybody.
Yeah, a lot of people are very conservative, man. But I mean, like I said earlier, he didn't linger in there.
I'll take her side to a degree, but I mean, you know who you're getting with. I mean, if he's this way when you're together, married, then how was the first however long, however many years or months before the marriage and all that? I mean, come on.
Well, we both as men and women, we camouflage. When I mean when we really see a job that we want, we going in that interview room, man. We smiling, we cracking jokes with the manager. We letting them know how much we're gonna bring to this company and this and that. But once we in there for about 2 years, man, it's cold as hell outside, man. I ain't going up there today, man. Let me call these food. You
Oh
know,
man, yeah.
it's just that's just how it is, man. But I just thought that was an interesting and man, this was a conversation that probably had happened 25 plus years, 30 plus years ago, man, and that just tripped me out, and I was like, man, who think like that? What up, Sam? But yeah, that's a real thing, man. That's a
I
real
think it's
thing.
harder to I think it's harder to believe today than it would be 30 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then in
yeah.
the 90s, yeah, I think, even though you had all the bumping and grinding and stuff, you still had a lot of conservative people. Today, a lot less. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Today it's like, oh, you don't want that girl, you don't want that man. All right, give him up.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
here.
right.
Like it's like
Now they be like, let him go if you want to. They
right,
like that Lil song.
waiting,
Let him go. Oh, I'm gonna scoop him right on up. You
man.
know what I mean? And it just which it brings me to my next thing, man. Where guys, I watched the video where they was talking about how guys just really want respect, and they'll go anywhere to get it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? They just really out of everything else, man. They want respect way over love. They want respect and stuff like that. Definitely, a guy feels disrespected. And so he'll go anywhere to get it, man. He'll go and hang out with his partners because they respect him. He'll go, You know what I'm saying? He'll stay at work because he's probably respected at work, depending on his position. And
Huh. I agree
they
with
said,
that, man. All
yeah,
of that.
and they said ladies want the love, man, and
Mm-hmm.
they will go anywhere to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Ladies
That's
want love, man. They want to be. They want to know they're loved, and
mm,
I mean, if you're not giving it to them,
mm, mm,
then
mm.
eventually, again, we talked about this before. It'd be that cat, the yard, the guy that's mowing the yard, or the cat that works in the mail room, and she's
Just
the
filled with love. Just
administrator.
that mailman is filled with love.
Yeah, yeah, and if only for one night, like Luther said. You know what I mean? You
Oh
just
man.
long for it, man. The love said 80% of women say they stop having sex with their husband not because they are not attracted to him, but because of the type of sex they were having. The same goes with touching. They both lack intimacy. And I
Hmm.
totally agree, man. Lack of touching, man, is
Hmm.
but like we're saying, like I'm saying, um, if you rub, you know what I'm saying? If you rub, I ain't saying grope,
That
but
that covers the basic basis, the
yeah. I
minimum
mean,
requirement.
that whole thing was I had never heard that before. So, you know what I'm saying? That was the first for me to ever hear something like that.
Yeah.
And
You think it would have been different if he rubbed instead of grabbed?
and maybe he did. She didn't distinguish,
Right.
how or what.
She just didn't want to be
She
touched.
said her exact words were he be feeling on me.
Like she
Feeling on me.
like
I
that's
would
a stranger.
Yeah, what I would think. Well, I mean, I would think would be more of a rub than a grope.
I feel like she was making a confessional to a preacher,
No,
like
she
like
was
that.
just actually saying how she hated it, man, because she really liked the guy. She really liked
She
the
well,
guy,
I
and
would
and
hope she
was
really liked her. Well, they were married?
no, she wasn't married.
Oh, I thought they're married. I don't know how I got that.
But I mean, this was a long term guy, man, for
Yeah.
years, and I mean, they was on some get married stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he was like, man, this what marriage finna be like, man. I'm out of here, man.
Right. Right.
I'm out of here.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it matters, man. If this person is at your house 100%, y'all live together, or you 80% of the time, 90% of the time, y'all living together, then I don't distinguish that betwixt marriage, man. It's the same thing. If this your
Yeah.
gal, if this your guy, you know what I
Love.
mean? And even
Love.
on on the same note, man, I've never known a guy to be this way, but maybe you have a affectionate lady like that. You know what I'm saying? And the guy be on some I don't go on, stop touching me. What are you doing? Stop. Why you gotta always ugh. If you're a lady, that's got to be
The
like
worst.
it's gotta be, bro.
Hmm.
Right?
I don't know. I've done it.
You've done it?
Yeah, not
Not
to the
being
extent.
what was you on what's on some mad stuff?
No, just like that doesn't feel good on that kind
Oh
of
my
tip.
God, man. I don't know what you're talking about right now, bro. I don't know what you're
You
talking
never
about.
just been touched
You
wrong. Never just been touched wrong.
never.
Never. Every
By the
touch was
opposite
perfect.
sex.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh
Never,
man.
ever, ever, ever,
Oh
ever.
man.
No, man. I mean, not in no intimate stuff.
Mm.
No, ain't never been no wrong way.
Wait, no, not like intimate, like just like relaxing, like chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah. Yeah. How it
Nah.
goes, huh?
I don't. I'm trying to fathom what you could even be talking about. That that was something that's be irritating. Unless I'm ticklish and you tickling me somewhere.
No, I'm
But
thinking like I'm thinking like,
Like you on your computer and somebody flicking with your ear or something.
yeah,
You
yeah.
said you talking more some annoying stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking annoying. Like not right now. Like leave me alone. Like, like get out of my ear. Like, not
Well,
like, yeah.
what are you doing? If you just sitting on the couch,
I'm doing something. It's not. I'm
okay.
just, yeah. It's like
Well,
I'm
if you
doing
doing
something.
something and you doing something, you on the computer, or you putting a puzzle together, or you doing some paperwork. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. And you come and but those are those things that I told you before. If what you're doing can be can be you would go on intermission sometimes, and a lot of us don't do this. That's why we break down. We have to make sacrifices for our gals, man. If
Yeah,
we claim we dig them, you
yeah,
have to make sacrifices for your dude. If you claim you really digging, those are
yeah.
some small sacrifices that you can make. Like, you
I
know
hear
what?
you.
Okay, let me put these notes up right quick.
Yeah.
This is where
Not
I'm at.
not just being available when you are ready to be available. Just making
Exactly.
yourself available even in the sometimes
Exactly.
when you're not
When it's not necessarily the right time for you,
convenient or something for
convenient,
you. Yeah.
but you just want, oh, okay, I see she
Ah,
really right now. She must be turned up. And
right.
I can let me put a pin in this right quick. All right, what's happening?
Right. Right.
Those are those sacrifices that you make, man. That type of stuff, and when you work a lot and you're tired, you have to muster that up somewhere, man.
So this lady obviously didn't make those sacrifices.
I don't know about all of that. The conversation I'm only talking about is how she refused to do a couple of things
But
that
I'm
this guy
saying
liked.
it doesn't this
Oh
isn't
yeah,
that
she didn't make those. She was just like, no,
yeah.
stop, don't.
Yeah, isn't that related? I'm busy.
Yeah.
Don't bother me. But obviously they were in a relationship, so there were times when she would be, giving, but apparently
Hopefully,
when
because they was
she
together some years.
right, so when she was focused on something, it was like, no,
Mhm.
not at all. There's no give. Only when
That
she,
was
only it was always
obvious,
on her terms.
obviously, yeah,
Mm,
which is not
mhm.
good for that other
Right,
person. If
right.
if the only time it works out betwixt the both of you when it's on my time, when it's on my turn, I say, oh, okay, let's do it. Or if it's on her turn, she said, oh, okay, that ain't going. Yeah,
So then do you think there are such thing as easy relationships? Do you think when two people work together that an easy relationship is possible? Because obviously in that relationship, it seemed very difficult. It seemed
very
very
one
hard
side.
because it
Yeah.
was one sided. It was always on her terms, apparently, or let's just assume that. So if they were working together, do you think it'd be easy, or do you think it'd still be hard? It's just because I don't know. I don't think there's any. I don't think
I
there's no such
think
thing as easy relationship.
I think that there can be a very easy relationship if both people are working together.
Hmm.
If one person moving a couch, it's hard as hell. But if two people move that couch, it's much, much easier. You know what I'm saying? And
Easier, but I mean, I could try and move a couch with my girlfriend, and it's gonna be easier than moving it by myself. But it's
gonna be easier. And easier is better than hard.
yeah,
It
yeah,
may take y'all 15 minutes, where if you try to do it yourself, it's gonna take you an hour, if at all. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying?
Yep,
So I mean, you just have to think about it that way. And it's a couple of things which can make a relationship when both people are working together a lot easier. The
yeah,
first thing is, I think, you get in a lot of competition, especially when you have two headstrong, ambitious people. You find yourself competing, and you have to realize that it's not a competition at all. You both are working as a band, and you got to realize both of y'all have to play your role.
hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
just, and that's working together. You just gotta realize, okay, he's the muscle, I'm the brains, I'm the, She's a detailed person. I'm the creator. Know your role, and it can become an easier process. You know, um, and I think a lot of people want to be on this. We equal stuff, and I just don't. That I never felt like that's a possibility. You can't be equal because there's gonna come a time. It's gonna come a time where there's gonna be a decision have to be made that's hard, and somebody not gonna make it.
You ever heard that thing about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union being in like 50-50? We talked about it, right? They were talking about their relationship is split 50-50.
Yeah, I think D Wade's, because his lady is older, number one. Number two, man, you can look at their personalities. You look at the commercials, the little game show they do. She has a much stronger personality than him. You can clearly see who wear the pants in that relationship.
You said that exact same thing. Now that you say it, I remember. Yeah. So you say Gabrielle wears the pants in that relationship, and you stick to that.
I stick to it, man. I mean, because if she didn't, it wouldn't be so publicized. It wouldn't be
Right.
so out in the public. Because
I hear you.
he as a strong guy she wouldn't even cross them lines. She wouldn't cross those lines. But he's playing his role. His role is to kind of take a backseat. His role is to kind of be the more laid back one. If you want to say submissive, you can.
Yeah.
And she's the more out there one. She's the stronger one. And it's not even in his nature to step up and try to, I'm the man. He can't. That's not even in his nature to do.
Yeah. I got a video of Dwayne Wade talking to Sharp on Sharp's show about that 50-50 situation.
I've never seen it. It's new for me.
Let's see. Yeah, this happened very recently. Let me pull it up. Do. Bam. All right, let me hit it with this. No sound.
No sound.
What? How you gonna have a video with no sound? That doesn't even make sense. Well, I gotta go somewhere else to find this. But apparently, Dwayne Wade made comments around it. Now I gotta find it. How is
what
that
happened,
possible?
man? Because now you got me curious, bro.
Apparently he felt like he had to, explain that. Not felt like it. He was on a show and Shannon was talking about it. So he talked about Gabrielle Union's 50-50 comment. Okay, here I found a clip.
Bro, I'm listening. I don't know how I'm always in pop culture, man.
Yeah, you and Gabby.
And well, my wife.
Your wife. Because she made the comment about you and her split 50-50.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Get into that. Can you clarify what you mean? Because that's very unique. And I don't know if I've ever heard of a situation, especially a married couple.
Yeah.
Okay, we dating.
Yeah.
That thing might be, hey, I got the movie tickets, you get the popcorn and the candy.
Yeah,
if we take us out to dinner, you leave the tip, you do the valet. Yeah. But she's like 50-50 household, and I think she kind of explained it. But y'all got you here so you can explain it.
Let's see.
I was saying? I was like, what's crazy? When you have it's think pieces that's going around the world.
Right.
About
Skip.
You thought the same thing?
Yeah, when you make up, I say, how you gonna make that woman pay? He got all that cheese, he making her pay 50.
All right, so let's talk about it. So the whole 50-50 concept.
Right? Okay.
So I understand what 50-50 means.
Right.
50-50 means that everything in life, you got your half and I got my half.
Right.
We're gonna put this shit together and try to make 100.
Right.
Okay.
We about $200 worth of groceries. You put in 100, I put in 100.
That's how 50-50 goes.
That's how we look.
That is not how our relationship works. All right. We don't see. Everybody think 50-50. They think, hey, if he getting a sandwich, you got to put 50% on that.
Right.
He got 100, 200, whatever people think I got.
Right.
That's not how it works.
Right.
50-50 in our household is, first of all, let's say I have 20 to 50 responsibilities.
Right.
And my wife have 20 to 50 responsibilities. And when I say that, that means she has a mother, she has her sisters, she has her dad, she has a lot of things that she's responsible for.
Right.
You know what she does?
Right.
She pays 100% of that.
Right.
You know what I do? I pay 100% of my life. When our life come together, my wife is a working actress
Right.
who spends time away from the family to go work.
It's
So
good,
she's
good,
like,
good.
you will never say that to me again when it's something that we share. And so my wife was like, that when we moved to LA, I got half on it. You will never say my house again.
Wow.
She said, you can say that in the arena.
Yeah.
And so in our life, our home, 50-50, we purchased it together.
Right.
Our daughter, anything that goes on with our daughter, 50-50, we
Right.
share it together.
Right.
Now, it's some things I pick up versus some things she pick up, but she does something, I
Right.
do something.
Right.
If we
Okay. Think that's enough?
Yeah, that's enough. It sounded like that whole thing came because they probably got into it and he probably said something about it. They probably had some backstage, like people do. Couples do. They get into it. All we see is them on the red carpet smiling and holding hands and, you know, all suited and booted. But they get into it just like everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think he probably said something like he said, "You'll never say my house." So
My girlfriend's like that. And I respect that independence where I'm like, okay, I get it. You don't want to be in a situation where somebody could, you move in with them or blah blah blah, and they use that and they're like, okay, well, get out of my house or this is mine. I mean, I
or your
respect
name
that.
is on it. I respect
Yeah,
it as
your name.
well.
Yeah.
I respect it. I respect it as well. You never want to put yourself in a position, wife, husband, girlfriend, or boyfriend, where you totally dependent on this person. That ain't sexy, man, because some people will get their back up against the wall and get into it and say some things that they always been thinking, and now they pissed off and they start throwing this out there. Well, get your ass out of my car. Put my keys down. You don't want that, man. That's not cool.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand that concept of her saying, no, that ain't gonna work for me. Broderick say, he's messing with you. Said BJ from a man or woman.
A woman.
Lovely said, there's a difference between a rub and a grope or grab. And then the Lovely said D Wade is worth 100 million. There is no way Gabrielle can be 50-50 with him. That's just her way of being in her masculinity. Well, like he said, he just explained it. They don't go like 50-50 straight down the middle, but they 50-50, I guess, the way they came up with it, it works for them. You know, he doesn't have to help out with her side of the family, her sisters, her parents, and I guess she has taken that role on, so she handles 100% of whatever
That's fair.
they do as a family for her family.
That's fair because there are women that would expect that, like, oh well, my mom's this or something, help me with this.
Definitely.
And
if you're a real dude, you make that, and $100 million man like D Wade, hey, your mama not gonna struggle just like my mama not gonna struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you any real guy gonna, if I'm with you, then I got your mama.
But not all the cousins and aunties too.
Not our cousins and aunties. And from what I just understood from him just saying, Gabrielle got a lot of, like most celebrities and make that kind of money, they probably take care of a lot of people.
Yeah.
So D Wade is saying, okay, well, I don't have to do none of that. You do all that yourself,
A lot of phone bills, house notes.
Yeah, stuff like
car
that,
notes.
But like he's saying, man, and like we just said, man, I totally agree. You never want to put yourself in a position to where you have to depend on a man, you know what I'm saying? Or you put yourself in a position where a dude can tell you got to get out. Because from my perspective, man, you should only have one time in life where somebody tell you get out.
And learn that lesson.
And learn that lesson, bro. You never put yourself in that situation, man or woman, where somebody can tell you to get out, because that's a big deal.
Vulnerable.
If you have to get out, you got to find somewhere to put some shelter.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can find yourself homeless, embarrassed because you got to go to your mom, you got to go to your sister, that's embarrassing, man. You got to get in your car, you know.
And basing and building your foundation on something so, unstable.
Unstable.
At one point, that person could be like, "Yep, you gotta go," and then everything that you thought you were saving and that you thought you were so good on, now you can't. Now all of that was based on your living situation.
That's the worst, man.
Yeah,
that's the worst. Put my keys up. Don't touch my car. And you totally dependent on that. No, don't ever you should never put yourself in that situation, man. Never put yourself.
Get out of it as soon as possible.
And to me, I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna rock and roll. The same way I was saying about the guys when they conversation changed when we first started the show. When I said they should get to a point in life where their conversation ain't about, getting into this guy, baby mama, going to jail, and this and that. I say the same about the ladies, man. You should not, at 30, 40 plus years old, be still talking about getting with some dude so he can help you with your bills. I look at it the same way. If you still talking about getting with somebody at 40, late 30s, 40, 50 years old for security, then you need to find something. You barking up the wrong tree.
That's like the city version of surviving in the forest. You're in survival mode.
Yeah,
if that's how you're living at 40.
Yeah,
you're
if you still talking about that, man, you did a lot of. You hadn't did any growing up. If you hadn't put yourself in a situation where you no longer have to depend, you know what I'm saying, on some extra income, shame on you.
Yeah,
shame on you. And as a lady, if those are the conversations you're still having with your gals about meeting certain type of guys and this type of guy and that type of guy, shame on you.
Yeah,
shame on you. Let me say, Gabrielle is 10 and a half years older than D-Wade. It's like sleeping with his mother. I don't think his mama would have been 10. That he didn't have a relationship with clearly runs the show.
10 years is normal.
10 years is normal. I agree. 10 years is normal. Gabrielle Union looks fantastic. She don't look like she's 10 years old than D-Wade.
I feel like a 35-year-old could be with a 45-year-old.
But I see what she's saying. I think D-Wade just like older gals.
Hey,
I think he just likes older gals because I think his kid's mom was a little older than him. And she said, and Gabrielle Union takes care of her entire family, so she feels like she's always in control. There you go, playing the role of a man, and she takes that into her marriage, which is not cool. Yeah, I think if you are running a lot, it will make you it will have you with a more masculine personality. If everybody's coming to you, everybody's depending on you, then you're gonna have a more masculine, and it's gonna be hard on the guy. She probably wouldn't even jive with a super masculine guy. So she probably has the right guy in D-Wade because he seems to be very passive, and
I was gonna say the same thing. Passive.
Sits with his legs crossed and not the cool ankle over the knee cross. He got the interlock. I don't even think my stuff can. I don't even think my legs can do that, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Not when you get to Dwayne Johnson size like you. I mean, of course not.
Yeah, me and DJ, we can't do that, man. I can't sit with my legs plopped over each other like that. My thighs, man. D-Wade just do that effortless, man.
He's I think D-Wade is what would you consider? What would you call it? Metrosexual? Like, is that what they call him? Like Will Smith, like Hitch. I think that's where that term really came up. And Hitch.
Yeah, he's a very metrosexual type of guy. He'll wear anything. He don't mind. And
Mhm.
he's very confident in everything about himself, man. Some things I really question, or you heard me, man. I said men don't say bye-bye. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And I was strong on that.
And
Men
you know
don't
what's
bye-bye,
funny?
man.
In Mexico, there's a lot of men saying bye bye.
Really?
Yeah,
That's probably all they know. English.
so you're saying they
Otherwise they would
learned
say
wrong?
adios, adios. You know what I mean?
True.
So
True.
they just hit you with that because they don't know nothing else. But if they came to the States and I met one and he bye-bye'd me, I would say, hey, look here, man. We don't bye-bye here, bro.
Yeah,
You
they
tell
taught
me
you wrong.
later, dude. Or, hey, man, I'll holler at you or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna tell them to
They have
fire the
been taught.
translator.
But when you grew up here, you know what I'm talking about?
When you grew up here, you say bye bye. Look, plenty of people say bye bye.
None of my team members say bye-bye, man. None of my guys say bye-bye. We all say, all right, holler. My son said, later, Dad.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So look, man, we're gonna get up out of here, BJ, man. Great one, man. Great show. Great talking to you, man. Always great talking to you. You know, I want to thank everybody for joining the show tonight. Broderick, man. You need to come check me out, look cool. The lovely, always on point.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, always on point, man.
Stay up, stay good, stay healthy.
All that, man. Like what we talked about. Yeah, think about it. Stay, watch what you put in your bodies. I'm gonna leave with this, man. And I tell people all the time, nobody's listening. Nobody will listen. Maybe one person will listen. I love burgers and fries just like everybody else. I love burgers and fries, bro. I love chicken. Fried chicken. I love
Never
it,
thought
man.
I'd hear you say that.
Pizza. I love pizza, bro.
Dang.
But all during the week, and this is my only thing. This is my thing that I came up with myself, man. I only came up with myself. I told my sisters, my brother-in-law, man, during the week, man, I'm so disciplined, bro. I'm so disciplined. I'm eating chicken, I'm eating vegetables. I just do that during the week, man. And I've just trained myself to not eat like fried foods during the week. So when Friday comes, I'm gonna eat whatever I want to eat. Saturday comes, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. Sunday comes, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat.
It's a 3-day weekend. The Friday's still part of the week.
You're right. But this is what happens. Check this out. You start feeling a certain way, seeing certain results. So when it's time to do these things, to indulge, you don't even want to.
Yeah.
Or if you do, it's very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
That's it right there.
Yeah. That change of lifestyle where you
have mentally trained your mind to not mess up mentally because of what your eyes are seeing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the way you're feeling. So you saying, damn, I can go and get me a burger, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just give me a chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a good one.
Yeah.
With bacon.
Yeah. Why not? It's chicken.
Hey.
It's a chicken sandwich with bacon, man.
Yeah.
You cover strips of bacon and nice little grilled chicken sandwich. They have some great ones out here.
Yeah.
They have some great ones, man.
Houston.
And the lovely said, and men should not be trying to get with women when he's in his 50s. And when he's in his 50s with a woman, it's 20, 30, and 40 years old because he wants somebody to sleep with every night.
I don't exactly understand that.
Yeah, I'm lost with that one too. And men should not be trying to get with women when he's in his 50s. With a woman, it's 20, 30, and 40 years old because he wants somebody to sleep with every night. Nothing?
I don't know. Don't date in your 50s? Is that what she's saying? No, that's not what she's saying. She said too much to simplify it that much.
Women, when he's in his 50s, should not be trying with women when he's in his 50s. With a woman, it's 20, 30, and 40 years old because he wants somebody to sleep with every night. Damn, man, you the scholar, man.
I don't know. I can't
No
decipher
slower.
that one. The closest I got is she doesn't like the 10-year. Oh, my bad. I think I froze. The closest I got, she doesn't like the 10-year gap. So I think she's just saying you shouldn't be trying to get with women that are 40 if you're in your 50s.
Oh,
that's the closest I got. But I don't see a problem with that.
nah.
I mean,
now if he was in his 50s and the lady, if she was in her 50s and the guy was maybe 30, she was 50 and the guy maybe was 30. To me, that's stretching it. That's pushing it.
That's stretching it. 20
big
years.
Time. 10 years, 12 years. Once you get off into the 15s and 17s, I think that's too.
Got a lot less in common. That's different eras.
Right. 10 years, though, that's right there. Both of y'all like Tupac.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But anyway, look, bro, I'm going to holler at you, man. Let's pick this up Wednesday, man. We got a good thing going. And look, I'll catch up with you, and I'll holler at you later. All right?
Peace.
Peace.